it is a very pivotal time for corporations to decide which side they are on in terms of reproductive rights, as the leaked Supreme Court decision shows that we are on the precipice of potentially obliterating Roe v. Wade and the right to get a safe abortion. And the president of PlayStation, that's right, the video gaming company, has boldly made his views clear that he doesn't want his employees to talk about reproductive rights. So in an email seen by Bloomberg, PlayStation president Jim Ryan didn't take a stance on abortion rights, instead writing that the company and its community are, quote, multifaceted and diverse and hold many different viewpoints. He wrote that we owe it to each other and to PlayStation's millions of users to respect differences of opinion among everyone in our internal and external communities. Respect does not equal agreement, but it's fundamental to who we are as a company and as a valued global brand. Ding, little hey. I'm just going to accept the diversity of people dying because they can't get an abortion or reproductive rights. Anyway, that wasn't the end of the email, however. In fact, the more eyebrow-raising part was that while he was asking PlayStation workers, employees to just kind of shut up about reproductive rights, and that PlayStation's probably not gonna take a stance on this, he then goes on for a very extended time to talk about his kitty cats. That's right. Ryan then went on to write an email that he would, quote, like to share some lighthearted news to help inspire everyone be mindful of having balance that can help ease the stress of an uncertain world. Saying that it was recently his two cats' first birthday, and elaborating over the next few paragraphs about his cats' birthday cakes, their noises, and his desire to one day get a dog. What? Oh, excuse me? So internally, some women wrote that they felt that their rights were being disrespected or trivialized by this message. One employee said that they've never been so mad about a cat birthday before. As someone who doesn't know their cat's birthday because I adopt / save kitty cats, I agree. I'm like, usually I'd be down. If I knew my cat's birthday, oh, it would be on. There would be like, I would rent a clown, a bounce house, everything made out of catnip. But this is just so tone deaf and upsetting. I don't know, could we expect more from the CEO of PlayStation? Dan?
I hope not. I mean, to get the obvious out of the way, you and I sometimes take a lot of crap for being avowed cat people and cat lovers and cat adopters. But no, I also feel like, just tangentially, I think a cat would be the least caring about having a birthday party. They would be like super chill with it, and then like, okay, I'm done. This is too many people. I'm out of it. But no, like at the end of the day, thank you for getting the cat B-roll. At the end of the day, that is such a trivializing of the issue, and it is male fragility kind of immediately at play. Because, I don't want to talk about this. I literally won't even mention the matter at hand, the topic at hand that is controversial, let's say, or touches a political end or bound to me. I'm not going to acknowledge the legitimate fear some people have. I mean, I'm not one to cheer corporations, but there are some really large tech companies, not Sony PlayStation large, but bigger, who are saying, listen, we will pay for our workers if they have to travel outside of the state, knowing that there is a conservative legal front heading straight for them. They're willing to take that public scrutiny, potential legal scrutiny, to make sure their employees feel safe. Contrast that with not even acknowledging why a lot of your employees don't feel safe right now, and then moving on and peppering it by saying, I don't want to talk about this uncomfortable thing. Let's instead talk about my cat's birthday and let's emphasize that. It's important for men in these positions to also speak up, because this isn't just a women's reproductive health rights issue or people who give birth like reproductive like health rights issue. This is about all of us. This is about everything going together. And you can't do these. I think we're way past these times for these milquetoast CEO statements. The fact that he then decides to, okay, let's just talk about my cat instead, because this is the most important thing to do with my business or the news today. Adds an extra level of insult to injury.
Absolutely, and it reminds me of some of the ways that corporations really bent over backwards to, even on a symbolic level, but some in a more structural level, respond to the George Floyd murder and the massive protests and the Black Lives Matter movement. And it reminds me of how actually weakened the reproductive rights movement has been, and how much we need a militant, radical, inclusive, feminist movement. Again, like you're saying, with everyone involved, so we can bring these CEOs, I mean, straight up to heel. Like I'm like, we have to bring them under our thumb to be like, nah, man, it's not okay to actually not take a side on this. This is a side of bodily autonomy and freedom and rights, or not. So which side are you on? And I want to see overtures to women, to people who can reproduce, to anyone. I mean, I want to see overtures about like contraception. That is the response that I'm looking for a giant corporation like PlayStation in this moment. And it also, again, there's a tinge of like women don't play video games misogyny going on here. Like come on. And we're talking about the employees, the women who do work for PlayStation, the people who play PlayStation. Like, what, this is not the 90s, man. Like Gamergate's done, bro. Gamergate's done. I think the men won that one, but anyway, I'm kidding.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.